Welcome back to the Cryptid Master KD YouTube channel and an investigative stories of cryptids everywhere. In today's episode, we will be discussing one of the most terrifying and fearsome being in the cryptozoological world. One who's developed a taste for blood and who has reputation has spread to the modern day. A creature that strikes terror in those who hear its name. A creature that we all know as El Chupacabra. But before we get into that story, I'd first like to thank one of my fans for this wonderful gift that you have given me. That means so much to me. If you all like my new signpost behind me, please leave it in the chat. Say hashtag had Nessie. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into the eyewitness description of El Chupacabra. The creature is described in two different ways. One, known in Texas, is known to be like a dog-like creature, like looking like a coyote with mange, that has a taste to suck the blood out of its victims. The second is described from Puerto Rico, described as a huge, not huge, but 5 foot tall creature, alien looking, and spikes down its back, a proboscis tongue that sucks the blood and organs out of its victims, an oval shaped head, almost looking like an alien, which some people believe it is, and its feeding habits are all out disgusting. Yeah, pardon me. While we While many of you have probably heard about chupacabra and seen what it looks like, you know how dangerous this creature is. With that out of the way, people, this first encounter story takes place long before in 1955, where a child was stalked by an El Chupacabra in Arizona. That's right, chupacabra is not just in Mexico and Texas. It's basically in Arizona and other parts of the United States. And no one is safe. So now that we all got all the terrifying stuff, let's get into the stories and encounters. I have two encounters from two different eyewitnesses, and I'm trying to keep this a short video. So, our first eyewitness is a boy named Joe Ural, 1955, child attack. Joe Ural was only 6 years old when he first saw El Chupacabra. He was playing in the worst place you want to be when a chupacabra is nearby, over by the chicken coop. While he was by the chicken coop, playing with the chickens. He he was a he all of a sudden heard the outhouse door creaking open. According to him, the first thing he saw was the eyes, a blurring red color. And that is when he saw the head, teeth, and coming out of the outhouse. From his description, he described it looking like at first you thought it was a devil or possibly an alien. But the most terrifying part of this story is that he says when he saw the creature, he says that it also, Joe describes it as almost that it was not only stalking him, but communicated with him telepathically. According to him, even though he was 6 years old when this happened, he said it was letting him know he was the predator and I was the prey. And he said that it said, like, come over here, I want you. So a terrifying creature that communicates telepathically doesn't sound like anything from this world. But then again, UFO sightings throughout the area have been commonly linked to El Chupacabra. While the Joey himself says the creature communicated with telepathic abilities, the good news is he made it out alive. Alive and unscathed. Unlike our second story where a woman named Evelyn Esprit was not only came face to face with El Chupacabra, but was also attacked by it. According to Evelyn, she was going out. Hang on, people, we got a visitor. Look who it is. It's Peaches, the baby Wampus cat. Anyway, Evelyn says that when she was going out to use the outhouse, all of a sudden she felt something fall on her back. She turned around, seeing these red eyes and glowing white teeth. She says that it attacked her and beat her until she passed out from a terrible smell emitted by the creature. Luckily, she survived. Her husband found her not too long after. Her. Not only did he notice the scratches, but the most miraculous thing, my darlings, is when the wounds on her body began to heal unusually quickly. Is that a coincidence? But not only that, is because when she started to tell her story, men in black began to arrive, telling her to keep quiet. Coincidence? Who knows? One thing is for sure. Reports of El Chupacabra still continue to this day. And with the amount of evidence that is currently being gathered, people are more and more beginning to believe. In any case, I'm keeping this a short video. If there's any other cryptids you would like for me to describe on my channel, including, all you have to do is just tell me in the comments what you want to know. Oh, and if you've had any reported sightings of any cryptid beasts, please be sure to leave it in the comments and help, and maybe I'll tell your story. With any case, my dark darlings, this is the shortest video I can get. So, if you're new to the channel, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit like on the channel. Oh, and please, stay safe. Don't go out at night. Always keep a rifle by your side. Oh, yeah.